Hello YouTube, this is Caleb RW here on YouTube / MNGamer612 on Steam, coming to you live from the first of 3 courses for the day. The first course I'm going to be playing is the Bass Rocks Golf Club RCR by DSouza31 on Reddit and D3Suz4 on Steam. So we're going to be starting off on what appears to be a par 4 first hole. So make sure everything is up and running here. I do have a little bit of information to update on the Steam or the stream side to make sure that everything looks good for everything else. Okay. Now, of course, this stream is the Golf Club 2 in action, so you've probably seen that most often on my streams. I am playing my standard club set, which is going to be driver, 3 wood, 5 wood, 3 hybrid, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 iron, pitching wedge, sand wedge, lob wedge, and of course the putter. So should be a little bit of everything there. Okay, this stream should be all up to date, so be sure to refresh if you need to see the latest information, or if you're watching the replay, it will already be there for you. Now, let's take a look at the course info here. This should be, the gold key tees, which is 6,000 yards, 60-19 to be precise. It has firm fairways, firm greens, and a green speed of medium. So I intentionally didn't read much on this course other than when it was posted on Reddit. So let's take a look. I should definitely be able to clear over this rise with the driver, setting up a relatively close second shot. This should be a good first shot. Now, in the flyover, it looks like these greens are going to be really flat, so we'll see exactly how they look here. I don't know how I feel about pitching it from here, but since these are going to be medium green speeds, I don't think there's going to be much risk in having it run all over the place like it was doing yesterday. Okay, I clearly overjudged that. So I'm so excited back to have this left wedge with these 12-yard chips. Nice. Way to start off the first hole. And that's going to be a birdie. Nice. That was an interesting 182 yards, give or take, for me. You can definitely go short, but not a lot long and right, bunker long left. It looks like a pretty flat fairway. And you can see in here, I do not want to miss anywhere to the left, but if I miss right, it should be pretty flat. So this is playing 178 with 20 feet. So that is going to be about 175. I'm sorry, 172. Now, I do have 170 right out of the bag, so that should be a pretty good club for me. This is staying right. That definitely stayed a lot farther right than I honestly thought it would.
With a fair amount of real estate to cover now.
Okay, not a ton of break. And this is medium green speed. So even with the firm greens, it will bounce off the surface pretty well, but it'll die pretty quick. So, let's see. Not quite enough break. And I need it to stop before it goes down that hill.
Little 5-footer here, nothing too scary.
There we go.
Hot in there. Par. And that'll keep you at 1 under for the round. Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Okay, a 348-yard par 4. Hole number 3 on this course. And it looks like if I stay right, it will kick back down in here. So I think what I'm going to do is just stay off the right down the center. The wind might pull it back a little bit to the left, but not too much. And that went left a little bit off the club face, but it shouldn't stray from the fairway. Oh, found the first cut.
It's the deep stuff for you.
Alright, 62. Okay, this should roll a little bit. I definitely want to aim just a little bit to the right and use the natural break. It's not bad. I thought it would go a little further than that. That was only 58 yards. This is barely going one way. Oh, that's too light.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
Oh, and I pushed that. Wow.
Okay, let's see what the scorecard says. Okay, now with that, you're gonna stay at even par. So yeah, not too bad.
Okay, this is only 320 yards. Wind coming from the left at 5. I could just hit a little draw to counteract the wind. And I should be able to get right up in here.
Nice, should be in the fairway.
I mean, this isn't a drivable, but it's definitely a short par 4. So the game's recommending me a pitch. I think that's probably a pretty darn good shot. But I do need it to sit, and it does nicely.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
This shouldn't break too much. Oh wow, it broke a lot. Wow. I was not expecting that break. Unfortunately, the reading didn't give me anything, so that's pretty tricky.
Great putt in there for the par.
I think those are 2 back-to-back birdie chances I had, but I did not convert either one of them. So, alright, another relatively short par 4, only 389. I'm not going to get all the way up to here, so I want to make sure I'm right in the middle. I don't think there's a ton of danger.
Looking good so far.
I just hope this doesn't kick left, and it will a slight amount.
I'd say around 105 yards or so to the pin here.
Huh. 105. I should have a... So that's 90. I should be able to loft down a couple notches here. And that should knock it pretty close.
Heading for the green here.
Well, that's not too bad. Sit though. Sit. Well, it really just wants to keep rolling away, so it's about in line with where the ball mark was. And that definitely made it a far more tricky shot. Definitely want to keep putting conservatively here. Nothing too powerful. One moment. Oh. Right speed, wrong break.
Almost got that birdie. Maybe next time? Let's see how that all adds up. And with that, you will stay at even par.
Alright, so it looks like we have somebody joining, so welcome to them.
Alright, let's let her rip.
Now, this is finally, I think, the most interesting hole we've seen here on hole number 6. Some different ridges and bumps on the fairway, leading to a relatively tight green. I mean, it's not super small, but it's not huge either. I don't see any yellow or red, so it should be relatively flat as well. So I think I really want to take advantage of the wind and hit that driver. If I can make it over that ridge, I'll be sitting pretty.
Looks like you'll be in the short stuff here.
Oh, that's a pretty big kick. I probably should have anticipated that right into the second cut.
I'm not a computer. Pretty deep rough here. Not going to sugarcoat it.
So this I should be able to club up. Of course, I gotta hit the right buttons first. As I suspected, not a lot going on. It's mostly just going to be hitting out of this huge rough. Or the thick rough, I should say. Come on, keep going, keep going. So I was maybe half a club too little there.
For that next shot. 29 feet from the hole.
And not a ton of break. And I am going to have to hit this hard.
Oh, I thought that was going to drop.
That was obviously a little too hard.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer. Great putt in there for par.
Alright. Back on track with a par, or 3 pars I should say.
Even par. Nice.
So even through 6.
Okay, let's give it a nice big smash.
Alright. Again, this fairway is a lot more interesting than some of the other ones. And again, it looks like a relatively flat fairway here, or excuse me, green. So I think what I really need to do is just concentrating on trapping this close. Okay, so it's giving me driver. That seems like it's going to be the right, I guess. That's going to be the right club. I'm a little concerned with this ridge in here. It's probably a little hard to see on the stream, but it's kind of making me want to push it right and then let it naturally funnel into this area, rather than possibly kicking out toward these rocks.
Nice drive.
it still might hit that ridge anyway. But it shouldn't be a strong kick. Oh, and it's just gonna die. Whew.
And looks like around 195 yards to go.
So the obviously detraction is I'd have to hit the 3 hybrid from there, and that's too far. And 195 is not gonna cut it. That's playing 201. So it looks like I'm gonna have to lay up somewhere. I think I am going to just on the other side of the bank and then either chip it on. This should be good if it stops, but I don't think it's going to. Rough. No pun intended. So that's a pitch. It is now playing pretty close to that pitch distance. So if I loft up a little bit, I shouldn't have too much of a risk. Oh. I definitely lofted up too much.
From around 16 feet out.
It's a very little break. Oh, it moved back left.
All right, nicely 2-foot putt. Nicely done. Car. And with that, you will stay at even par.
I did like that last hole.
Coming up here, let's take your best shot.
A lot of risk reward there. Clearly the first layup was perhaps where I should have gone. So this is playing about 170 with the wind. Maybe 2 notches up. Oh, this should be good. Oh, not quite. I thought it didn't have that much bounce.
Well, you ended up in the rough. Sorry to get your hopes up there.
Get in.
Oh, great chip out of that rough. Woo. 1 under for the round.
Every couple of chips I get a good one.
Let's put this ball down in the fairway.
Let's see. I mean, after a fairly straightforward last hole, where I just misjudged the distance, now I have to consider some risk reward. It is blowing into me, but I should be able to fade it around. Just have to pick my starting spot. Okay, this should hold the fairway. Oh, it's not going to, though. And it just rolls off into the first cut. No matter. I should still be able to get it pretty close with a chip. Oh, I did not judge that live very well. Not at all. So this is going to leave me some work to do.
Alright, this next one for birdie.
Wow. And it is not showing anything. I can't read any break except maybe a touch to the right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Very solid round after 9. Looking fantastic.
Okay, 2 under through 9.
Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Definitely not going to hit that far. I'll club down 2 just with the wind. I don't think there's any reason to hit it that hard. It's only 345 to the hole, so
Looking good.
I don't need it to be that far. If it stays in this relatively flat area, I'll have a pretty good lie too. Alright guys, 197 plus 10, so that's playing right about 100. So that might be another case of using this sand wedge and then just lofting down. Let's see here. I'm just updating some stuff on the stream. If you hear the wind there, it's the fan and not the game. Alright, so now that I have everything taken care of, I will loft down, oops, a little bit, get some good roll, make sure I clear that, but honestly, this looks like a pretty dead simple.
Yeah, it's gonna have to bite.
Yeah, never mind. Clearly a couple too many clicks there. 13. That won't find the cup this time, but it should set up a nice par putt.
See if we can save par here. That would be nice. There's a nice putt for you. Okay.
I definitely pushed that off.
At 2 under for the round. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you can really hear the wind in my mic. It looks like we might have a shared fairway. Yeah, I can see a tee box over there, so maybe that's going to be where we are next. It looks like other than clearing these rocks and a little bit of right to left wind, there's not going to be anything too major, and this could roll down towards the cup nicely. I'm hoping it doesn't hit that bunker on the front left though.
It's looking good.
Okay, it's definitely going towards the center of the fairway and towards that bunker, but it's not going to get anywhere close. And I can actually see a ridge in that green, so it looks like we have a little bit more contouring happening here. So this is 13, so that's 68, give or take. Too much for that. So I think my solution is going to be just lofting this up and letting the roll take care of the rest. Ooh, not lofted up enough. Okay, only 6 yards. I could putt this, but
Whoa, you had a bead on that one.
a little too hard, but still par.
Great putt, and that is for par. And that'll keep you at 2 under for the round.
That's right where I want to be.
All right, let's let her rip.
So this is the other side of the shared fairway. And if we do the flyover, I am not even close. Unless I happen to hit a rock right in here, I'm not going to get anywhere close. So probably go conservative, hit the 5 wood. Okay, that looks good.
This is a beauty.
I like this feature right here. It definitely gives you something extra to think about, and clearly I rolled all the way almost to it. So it could play into a factor with the right wind and the right club. But this is a 79. Loft up just half a click. Perfectly flat. The wind should not affect this at all. Does have a bit of X-band. Wow. I really didn't see, obviously, all that break on there.
Well, you could have had a birdie there.
I really could have.
But,
I do know that.
Next time, those ones will drop.
So there's probably 3 or 4 birdies that I've left out, but you know, it's not really a big deal. This seems pretty straightforward, except for this first pin position is all the way in the back right. Hey. Thanks, Dad. It looks like I got my dad and my brother. Oh, followed by choke job. Yeah, you're right about that. Well, I don't see him doing any better.
Hope this one bites. A little too much power onto the old approach shot there. Well, we're in the rough, but we're close to the green, so we'll be putting pretty soon, I think.
So I got a question. Why am I? Oh,
Dialed in right at the pin.
why am I rushing
Okay, this one is a par.
putts so much?
Right, take a gander at
And
this.
at least I found there's beyond the initial read, there's not much more data you can get.
Right, next stop.
Pretty much everything else is second guessing. Now this does look like a very interesting fairway here, but once you get past some of the rocks, there's not going to be much to worry about, and this looks like a pretty flat surface. So get it anywhere close and you're going to have a good day.
So it's looking good. Looking at around 115 or so yards of pin here, I'd say.
So the wind's going to bring it back to the left. It's currently playing exactly 116, so like 3 on loft, and then maybe another 1 or 2 just for the wind, now that the wind's picking up. And that's a little left.
Looking good. Okay, for the birdie.
Yeah, right now I've had some pretty good drives. They weren't my friend yesterday, but today they've been okay. So just to show you what you can do in the game is you could spin around and look at it like this, or like this, or anything like that. But other than it breaking more near my feet, it doesn't look like there's going to be much I can tell. It is going down. Nice.
That was absolutely fine putting.
At first I thought I hit that one too far, but turned out to be perfect.
15th hole coming up.
So it looks like this is another shared fairway, probably with 16. Not positive, but that's what I would assume. So only 321, or 306 now. The only issue that I see is if you land anywhere in here, you're going to end up in there anyway. So, but can I drive this? I actually might be able to. So if I shoot, if I hit right at the pin, hopefully I'd land right in here. So we'll give it a shot. This might end up a little, yeah, that's a pretty big kick. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So the risk did not pay off at all. But I have a really simple chip, and I'm definitely just going to try to get it close. Oh man. This could fall off the front. Fortunately, it's not a fast green.
Oh man.
Just a whisker.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
This is infinitely more tricky than that last one. I just want to tap it. Even that was too hard. So, I will have to settle for the bogey.
Okay, time to get up the scorecard. 2 under for the round. All right,
So yeah, that was really tempting. The course designer there definitely got me right where they wanted me, which was to tempt me with driving that green, and it clearly did not pay out. This is also a short hole, but there's not really any temptation one way or another involved.
Nice, should be in the fairway.
That definitely stayed a lot farther left, and it's going to die just before the green. Now, I will punch this because I think that's probably pretty close to what a professional would do in this situation. Just to keep it under that tree, even though this was obviously way too hard. So, note to self, if I ever play this course again, stay a little bit further to the right. Doesn't quite have enough legs.
Okay, let's see if you can save par here. And in the hole. And that'll keep you at 2 under for the round.
Alright, back on track.
17th hole. Take your best shot.
So, again, a shared fairway. That seems to be a theme in this back nine. And clearly, this is designed to be drivable. I'm going to use the 3 hybrid and drop it well short and just let the roll take its course. And even this is hopefully going to kick right, or excuse me, left. And it is angling back toward the hole there.
Okay, 20 feet to the cup.
So this is going up at my feet and then down the slope. So I just need to get it over, but I'm not sure exactly how far it's going to break. The slower the hit, the more the break impacts it. And yeah, that's going to be quite a bit short and a little left.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary. Solid par, well done. Okay, so that's going to keep you at 2 under for the round. Hole number 18.
Alright, here's the 18th and final hole here. Again, pretty much standard for this design. Nothing too fancy. It looks like a little bit of tall grass here and there, but that's about it. So it is 428, so a relatively long par 4. And oh, okay. So this creator did make at least one little decision here. So I can't make that second part of the fairway.
All right, looking good so far.
Yeah, that last one probably was a birdie, but up and over a ridge are not going to be my strong suits.
Okay, we're looking at around 170 yards here.
So accounting for the wind, this should be pretty close to
This
where I
one's
want.
looking dialed in.
That can stop anytime.
Nice, nice.
Ah, so I'm supposed to birdie this hole.
15-footer here.
Well, if I would have known that, I would have tried a little harder. Oh. No birdie there.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt. Nice, that'll work for par.
Okay, so my overall thoughts on this course, pretty easy.
Golf out there. It was an easy course, though.
Probably a 3-star course.
For your next
Ah.
challenge.
267, so not bad. Alright, so let's move on to the next course, which should be Washington Country Club. I do have more details in the description, but I'll quickly go over those. So I think I was originally going to be trying to keep this pretty close to the other one in terms of distances. So I'm going to be hitting for the short tees, since that was about 6,000 yards and this one is going to be 6,100 yards. Alright, well, peace out, guys. I'll be on for a while, so if you get bored from playing Racco, you can always join me again. So thanks for watching, and you can always, of course, like this video. You know, we got to get those likes out there. Alright, so this is going to be Washington Country Club.
Hello there. Welcome to the golf club. We got some fresh air. We got some birds chirping.
Alright, that sounds
Golf to
good.
go. I have a good feeling.
Alright, well, the 490, that's a nice little long hole here. And what do we got? This is created by Golfer063 on Reddit. We are playing the red tees, which should be around 6188 for yards. It is a normal fairway firmness, normal green firmness, and medium fast greens. Alright, something right out of the box to be a challenge. I think I'll try and see what we have on this first hole, and from there we'll see how risky we're going to get.
Looking good so far.
Well, that wasn't very good. I hope nobody's watching that. Jeez.
Well, I can't get it right all the time. Unlucky. Okay, you're in the rough, but at least you aren't in the real deep stuff.
Yeah, that was definitely a little embarrassing. So I'll take the 3 hybrid. Hey, Grandma! Your grandson turned into a nerd. Sorry.
Nice. And from here, we're right around 170 yards out.
Okay, I can already tell these are going to be back to regular fairway as far as what you'd see for lies. You can see the balls is well above my feet there. Didn't see a lot of that in the last course. So already being behind the 8 ball in this par 5 and into the wind. Got to take a little bit of a risk, and I think that's going to go well left.
Heading for the green here. Well, you're on the green. Huge, huge putt coming up. But, and for the bird.
So I think I did a pretty good job of rescuing myself from here. So I don't want to take any adverse risks. Just hit something pretty close.
Oh! That'll work.
And I'll take the par.
Even par after the first hole. Alright, see if you can get this close.
So 117 with the wind. I don't need to make too many adjustments at all, because the wind is going to take it back a little bit.
This one's a beauty.
Although I did hit it right, so
For birdie.
there's nothing really challenging about this hole other than my own inability to get a good contact with the ball.
5-footer here, nothing too bad. Nice putt, you're in the hole.
So 2 pars in a row. A little disappointing. I think I could have had a birdie on that last one.
This is the fairway.
Now here is finally the first tricky fairway I've seen all day. This is definitely a little bit of a risk, but as long as this doesn't kick too hard and it doesn't look like it is, we're going to be fine, because it was never going to reach that sand.
Okay, so we have about 115 yards thereabouts to the pin.
So looks like a pretty simple green. Not a lot of break one way or the other. So just try to get as close as possible.
Okay, good approach. We're on the green now. Okay, 11-footer here. This is definitely makeable.
So it is downhill. It is going to break significantly further than the last couple.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt. Great putt in there for the par.
Okay, another par.
Okay,
I'm
tee up
pretty
number
happy
one,
with that.
Hole number 4.
One thing about this club that not a lot of other clubs have is when you loft up the driver, it actually goes further. Most clubs, it's gonna go shorter. But that was a pretty darn good hit. And it hopefully won't kick too hard. And it'll land well on the fairway. And pretty flat too, it looks like.
All right, we are around 190 yards out.
So this is down 11. So that's almost 12. So 186. A couple notches right and one notch up. should be a pretty good shot.
Heading for the green here. Okay, that was fancy. If you can find a way to sink this next putt, you can really take some strokes off your score.
So putting for eagle, and fortunately up the hill, so it's going to break pretty far close to the cup, just like that.
That's always unfortunate when you miss those eagles. See if you can smash a birdie in though. And there's your birdie. Okay, 1 under.
So first birdie. So far this is playing pretty bog standard. This is playing right about, not quite, but right about the built-in, so 3 clicks up should give me some good roll.
Looks like this is a beauty.
Huh. It did carry a little bit further to the right than I thought it would, but I should have a pretty good luck at another birdie.
Nice. Sitting at 2 under for the round. Nice solid.
All right, so
you got another birdie in the works here.
it looks like we're back to, no, we're gonna clear this. So again, nothing too challenging about this hole either. I think this definitely should have been played by the farther tees, but I did want to compare with a pretty close distance. I probably should have compared it to the closer distance on the next one.
And looks
And
like
that is on quite a bit of a downslope.
yards or so out from the pin.
That's minus 13. So I think it's the right club. I'm just going to loft up because there's not a lot of danger in dropping to the short side. This shouldn't find the sand. Oh, and it does. That's a real tricky. I mean, it says I need to do a flop shot, but that's not happening. We're going to be chipping it. So that should be pretty good. Not a bad chip.
Good job out of that beach. And let's see what the scorecard says. And that'll keep you at 2 under for the round.
Alright, so 2 under. Definitely a good save out of that punker. I'll give us a full flyover on this hole.
This ball on its way.
And the water looks like probably it's going to be right in the way. Alright, so... No, I guess not. That's only 277, so... Again, I'm, you know, starting to feel bad about playing this so short. And I can literally just drive this. And I'm way left. Hopefully I don't find that sand, but no, that's going to stay right on. Looks like there's a little J right there.
Hit the green and under regulation on this one. You sink this next putt, and now we're cooking.
And it broke more than I thought, obviously. But it still sets up a pretty good birdie.
This is for birdie. Perfect. 3 under for the round.
I probably could have hit the 3 wood off of that.
The 8T.
And the wind. So this is already playing 8, so 146. With the wind, it's probably playing 142, 143. So I'm gonna have the loft up a little bit. So it's definitely the potential to be a tricky par 3, especially with this wind. But if I go right at it and give it a couple notches draw, it should pretty much go right where I want it. And I think I might have forgot to loft up, but we'll see. Yeah, I did. That definitely ended up a little bit further right than I wanted, but not too bad. So this should be a nice little easy chip. Yo. I didn't think I hit it that hard. I really didn't.
Just want to save par. Oh, that was moderately disappointing.
I knew it was going to start left, but I didn't think it was going to go that far.
Almost had your par there. No worries. Next hole is coming up. 2 under for the round.
So a little bit of tricky back and forth. I'll accept that.
Okay, let's put this drive in the fairway.
Okay, another wide open, but finally we have a dog leg or another feature that's hypothetically going to make something a little harder. But this one I should be able to just bend it around the trees.
Nice, should be in the fairway.
So shaping my shot pretty much took care of the only tricky part of this hole,
Yeah,
which
like,
isn't good. I think there should definitely be some sand. Definitely some sand in this area. Something so that if you miss what you're trying to hit, you get punished for it. Not quite sure exactly where this is going to go, but I think it behooves me to try it. This might roll down pretty close to the pin. Oh, it stops dead. So it hit that second cut, and it just stopped. Not bad.
4 feet. Let's do this. Nicely done pulling off the birdie on this one. 3 under for the round.
Okay. Compared to the last one, I'm right about the same position.
And, hole number 10.
Not a lot of bogeys out there. And not a lot of eagles for at least my ability of player. Definitely there'd be some eagles and maybe even double eagles out there, but not for me. Hit that a little left, and that might be a problem. Alright, nope, it's going to give me a good lie. So should be a really nice flop shot for me. Come back. Oh, it didn't.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer. Nicely done for the bird.
Okay.
Sitting at 4 under.
Definitely starting to find my rhythm on this style of course.
Okay,
The
let's
medium
send this
fast
little ball on its way.
greens aren't really affecting me too much. They're not quite the fast ones I'm more used to playing recently, and they're not the medium ones that I really find tricky because they're so slower than what I'm used to. So I think that's a pretty good compromise. Again, not a lot of risk here, just a pretty much, you know, punch it right up the gut kind of a fairway. Now, you hit a bad shot, and there's some punishment in these bunkers on either side. A little bit of a kick, so if you were off, that could leave you in the rough, but nothing super dangerous. Now, the real question is, should I go for this? I probably shouldn't, given the wind, but I'm feeling take one risk this round. I think this might be it.
Towards the beach here, not the good kind.
Bummer. That's okay. It's a little bit of what I expected, to be honest, so gives me a good chance to hit out of the bunker.
Good job.
And that was a lot closer than I thought it would.
The bird. I think an eagle would have tasted sweeter. A tasted eagle, but I'm just saying. 5 under for the round. Okay, let's give her a smash here.
Okay, I wouldn't say I'm punishing the lack of weaknesses, but they're not really doing anything to, I guess, tease me. I know I can hit a nice conservative shot and I'll be fine every time.
It's looking good.
So this could be another flop shot here that's not too far from the pin. Got 38 yards, and I have a 40-yard flop shot. I mean, that's mostly just my miss hit.
And for the bird. Awesome.
Okay.
6 under for the round. Okay, here we go.
So what, 116? Yeah, 116. Well, 112. And there is some rolling, but it's pretty much near the sand. So I need to stay away from them because, especially on this right one, it will roll into it. But this is playing 113, so loft up. I don't necessarily think I needed to aim right. Maybe one too far of a click over.
6-foot putt here.
Ooh, that was just a little bit more than I thought.
Sitting at 7 under for the round. Okay, 14th hole.
Alright, here we go. So what is it, over this mountain, I guess? So it's 256 that way. So I'm definitely not going to hit driver. But the way this game has been, you know, try shaping it around, and I don't think there's going to be any risk.
This is a beauty.
Oh no, is this the right fairway? I'm not sure. This might be. It is. Nice. So 74 yards. plus 10 is 75, 76, 77. A little bit of right to left wind. So one tick up. Set.
3 feet to the hole here. Nicely done dropping it with a bird. 8 under for the round. All right, let's let her rip.
Minus 27 is 9 yards. So let's see with the wind. Probably 170 or 183. No, I'm sorry, 173 at the most. So loft up a little bit. Account for the wind slightly. Give it a good crack.
Looking good.
A little long, so sit.
All right, this next one for birdie.
All right, is my streak of birdies going to end? Maybe. It is. Finally had something to work with as far as greens, but hey, I can't hit a birdie every hole on the back nine.
That'll keep you at 8 under for this round. So a nice drive out on this one.
Okay, aim past this bunker. Which I should be able to reach with the driver.
It's looking good.
Oh, look at that. That's gonna kick. So I just missed that drive.
Yeah, I stand corrected. It's the deep stuff for you.
I mean, it's not really deep, though. So I did like that kick. That does offer some punishment to the person that's going to try to do what I did, which is drive around the dog leg.
For the birdie here.
Too hard? No, perfect.
Yes. Sitting at 9 under for the round.
Okay, 2 more par 4s to go.
17th hole coming up.
And we'll do over flyover. This one looks very interesting. The dogleg is farther out. And if you drive too far, you do find that bunker. I like that. There's no way to drive that way the way you can with some courses, especially the default ones. So all I really need to do is carry this bunker. I'll be right where I want to be.
This one's looking good.
I might even be further than I want to be.
So we have about 165 yards to go still.
So that's 161 with the wind. Drop.
Heading for the green here.
Okay, not bad shot. Sit. Sit.
And yeah, I think you get 2-putt from here. Okay, for the birdie.
2-putt. Dang. Guy has no faith.
Yes.
These greens are so easy.
Sitting
It
at
does
10
take a
under
little
now.
bit of enjoyment out of it. You know, 7, 10, 11 birdies so far. I mean, sure, that's great.
Nice bird.
Everybody loves to
Let's
shoot
see.
low, but I was hoping this course would be harder than the last one. Now, it does look like we have a much thinner fairway going this way, so that could be interesting, but I wish I could move my tee over here. That would be nice. I obviously can't do that, so that's gonna go white, right?
This is looking like it's gonna get rough.
I hit that tree, but even then, the wide first cut isn't gonna be too bad. I'm definitely gonna take a nice swing. No adjustments needed. Just get it close.
And this one appears to be heading for the rough.
Nope, in the sand. It's the second time in the sand today.
Ends up in the beach from time to time.
It wants me to flop it, but I think we both know I'm not gonna do that. Oh, wow. Well, that was silly. Chip. That's what I wanted to do the first time, so it doesn't look like any birdies on this hole, but that's okay. You can't birdie every hole.
4 feet to the hole, you can do this.
Wait, yes I can. Oh no, this is stroke 5 on a par 4. Whew.
Solid putt in there for bogey.
Barely avoided the 6.
Really
So 62.
good score out there on this one. Easy course.
Solid
I would suggest
3 rating. Probably not gonna, definitely not gonna favor it. I mean, it's a decent course, good for getting some good momentum going, but not want to come back to. There's no challenge here. So we're going to be moving on to the third and final live review of the day, and that one is going to be Matterhorn Lodge by Q's Husky on both Reddit and Twitter. I don't think he plays PC, so I don't have a Steam name for him. But let's get this loaded up. Okay, this one is going to be a little longer, and still playing the first pin set, but definitely going to move back to 1600. I need something that's more of a challenge here, for sure. Okay, just updating a few things. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Lots of golf club, lots and lots of Sniper Elite 4 as well. Mostly golf club these days. Let's see. Again, just updating a few things, and we'll get started here right now.
Hello there, my name's John, and I'd like to welcome you to the golf club. See what this course has to offer today.
Okay, there's some more difficulty. That's what I'm looking for here. Now, I did play the Kona course that Q's Husky did, and that was tricky. So, we're going to see a pretty big swing, most likely, between these, and Mr. Q's Husky loves elevation changes. So it's no surprise to me that we're down 121 feet from where we're starting. I have no idea, other than I think I'm going to club down one and just play a little conservative just to see what happens. I still might go too far, but I definitely have to find out. Oh yeah, I'm going to be on the other side of these rocks. Hopefully that won't find that first cut.
Very nice.
It's a beautiful little rock formation,
looks
though.
like around 195-ish yards to the pin here.
So 53. That's probably a good 2 clubs worth. Well, that's not bad. Sit, sit. I would like that for it to go in, obviously.
2 putting from here. This for birdie.
Alright, now, if I do update the description, one thing about this is there are going to be some great reviews written by Q's Husky. Come on, break.
Slightly to moderately disappointing there.
Moderately.
Alright, about a 3-footer here. Great cut in there. Hard. Nice way to start things out. Even par. Okay.
Alright, so we have a 90 degrees turn here and a wide landing area. But look at that. No fairway, just the landing area. It's 300 yards right now. So I'm definitely no way to drive it from there. Not with through the trees anyway. So just bog standard shot, but I think this is going a little long, but it'll kick, big kick out to the left. So that won't be too big of a problem.
Alright, looking at 120 yards or so to the pin.
Oh, look at that, a 3-tiered green, that's nice. Definitely want to keep it on that middle tier. And I'm gonna hit the first tier and oh, roll back. Interesting. I thought this tier was higher, but it was really lower. So that's up on that tier, but it's going to roll perpendicular.
Let's see if we can save par on this putt here.
Oh, stop. I didn't think it was going to break that much.
Let's do this.
But it clearly broke going
Alright, there's your bogey.
back towards the cup, and it actually stopped breaking.
Alright, 1 over for the round. Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Okay, another really challenging green. It's 179 plus 4, so that is playing, well, 180. Playing 182, but with the wind, I need to loft down probably 2. It's coming right at me, so hit that as close to center. It's going a little left.
Good.
And unfortunately it's going to roll away. I think it might have rolled away either direction. So
Okay,
that's
we're putting
definitely
from
tricky.
around 15 feet out.
It's definitely going to break left.
Oh, come on, ball.
Oh. I thought it was going to start a little further right, but clearly it had no inclination to do so.
Okay, so that'll keep you at 1 over for the round. Okay, let's put this ball out there.
So I definitely like this just overall much better than the Kona course, Kona Falls, now that I remember from the first course. This one looks a lot more polished. It doesn't look like it was just the default course creator, so you know, that's great. It looks, I think, more like something you could find in real life.
Was crazy.
And that's dying a little bit, but, or I'm sorry, not dying, but I guess
So
the momentum was dying.
Right around 200 yards out.
It's definitely going to require more accuracy than I have. It's playing 200, but with the wind, it's more like closer to the 195. I don't have any trepidations of dropping it short because it's going to roll toward the hole and then hopefully stop on that ridge behind the hole. Well, it was a little farther left, so yeah, it's big hop there. Ooh, interesting. It's pretty dead at the hole. Oh, what? Whoops. I haven't had a mishit chip like that in a while. Huh. That wasn't really a mishit, but I definitely didn't obviously have enough power on it. But this is at least a challenge, so that's fun. I mean, I just think the last two courses I played were so easy that there was no fun involved.
Wait, yes. 2 over for the round.
Okay, well the birdies have dried up, but I definitely have to think more about each shot, and I like that.
I think you got all of that one.
I think, but it might be going too far left. Okay. And I guess I should have looked at how this course was set up after this.
Okay, about 190 yards to go here.
Oh, interesting. So I definitely probably want to land this short. I'm aiming for the tree and hoping the lie and the wind will come back, which it is doing nicely. It's still too far because it might kick all the way off the green. Slow down, little buddy.
And for the bird.
Come back, come back, come back. Oh, it came back too far.
Really want to get
That was my best,
see how that adds up.
definitely my best putt in a while.
And that'll keep you at 2 over for the round. Okay, let's see what happens here on this par 4. Let's go ahead and drop this one into the fairway and take it from there.
Okay, should be no problem clearing that grass.
That was launched.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good landing spot. 324 is always nice. 145 with the wind. So this is the 6th hole. Check and see what, if any, notes are left on this hole. I should have been reading those. Okay, so I'm supposed to have a mid iron, which I do. It's an 8 iron, so it's a little bit low of an iron. But I have to believe that Q's Oki was using perhaps, anyway, perhaps, the farthest tees for his review. So we'll see where this goes. Definitely playing the wind to bring it left to right, or right to left, excuse me. And that's going to die nicely. And it looks like it was pretty flat in this area of the green.
Okay, let's see what you can do with
Although
this
not as
7-footer.
quite as dead as I thought.
Oh my goodness, that was
That was close.
4 feet. Let's do this.
I thought that was... I should have known better, but I thought that was a little bit more flat than it turned out to be, so...
2 over for the round.
Props to the course creator for
7th hole coming up.
doing something tricky. Okay, 536 yard par 4. So this is the first par 5 of the day. I'm sorry, I meant par 5 before. So a huge green is what I should be expecting. So apparently there's some layup options over to the left. I guess in here. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, looking good so far.
Not bad. I definitely didn't get all of it. I was a little to the left, which actually worked out okay. But I could have gotten a few more yards, but with the wind, that's probably not possible. But the option of going for it with this 3-wood, I think is just too good to pass up. It could be a mistake, but we'll find out. And that's well left. So now I have to go all the way over this hip and back down. So it's going to start left and come back. Stop.
Little 5-footer here, nothing too scary. Slide that putt in there for the bird.
Nice. So it said birdie was expected. I did get a birdie, 1 over.
Alright, let's put this close.
I'm definitely feeling pretty good about this. So what do we got? We have the 8th hole. It's a long par 3, and it requires a carefully executed tee shot. Not one of my specialties. But it looks like it bowls back in. Well, we'll see.
Beauty.
That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Overall, I'm very happy with it. That was too hard.
Whoa! That was dialed in right at the pin.
I mean, sure, it's a par, but
And that'll keep you at 1 over for the round. Okay, let's give her.
oh, look at this. This is a beautiful hole. Wow. I mean, there is danger everywhere. And it just steps up and up and up. Not necessarily my favorite place to play, but there's no denying this is a beautiful hole. number 9 here. And it's a demanding uphill par 4 according to the description. There's an option of 2 landing areas off the tee. A challenging uphill approach will cause you to calculate the yardage. Par is a good score here. Well, I agree with that 100%. So it is uphill, so I do want to club up. I'm not sure what kind of landing area I'm going to get though, and I'm a little left.
Nice. Should be in the fairway.
So it's just going to take a big hop and we'll see where it lands. So definitely on an uphill.
Around 170 yards here.
With the wind, it's 176, but it's plus 46. And looking at about 15. So with a wind, we're playing about 190. So 4 iron it is. Loft up slightly. And this still might be a little too far. Not positive.
Well, looks like this may be in the deep stuff.
Kick back right on. Okay, stop. And there's a big danger of it rolling down the hill, which it looks like it's going to do into this depression. But not too far, and now it's coming back a little bit the other way.
I thought for sure you were heading for trouble with that last shot. But you proved me wrong. Sweet.
I wouldn't go that far. Pretty... Oh, I just needed to stop. My biggest risk there was it slipping back down the hill.
Nicely done. Par.
Okay, I'm happy with that par. I'm really happy with that par.
Doing too bad. I think you could still maybe take it up a notch.
So here we are at 10. The description gives us long hill, downhill par 4. Takes us to the left. Interesting. So I think I want to stay on this left-hand side because I don't want those trees to be in the way. But we'll see. Ah, that's right. So I might be going right at this tree. Oh, that was a fortuitous kick. And it's going to leave me a clear path too. That's really nice.
Say, this shot's looking like we have about $1.95 to go.
Okay, the wind should affect the shot more than the yardage. So, no adjustments, I'm going to risk this.
This one's a beauty.
Okay, NVIDIA, I don't need that driver right now anyway. I probably should putt, but I'm just enjoying this loft wedge chip so much. Oh, close.
3 feet to the hole here. Let's see how this all adds up. Okay, so that'll keep you at 1 over for the round.
So we have 11 coming up. It says it's drivable for a par to an easy birdie. And at 261, it's very much that. I think I'm just going to play the wind. I'm not going to get too crazy. I'll leave it at the 5 wood.
Nice. Should be in the fairway.
It looks like it's kicking the wrong way though, so it won't reach. But that's okay. I don't really need it to reach here. So So I can definitely chip it. It's just going to be a question of the power. Oh, wow. That was so close. That would have been a great eagle to have.
9-footer here, I think. I think you can do this.
I don't know. No, I can't. I pushed it. Plus, I didn't do enough on the calculations.
Oh, man. Nice, that'll work for par.
Yeah, I definitely
And
left
that'll keep you at
one shot out there.
See if you can get this close.
132 with the wind. That's almost perfect.
Hope this bites.
Oh, I thought it was going to go right in.
All right.
That would have been sweet.
Now, good stuff. All right, 13-footer
Eek.
here.
That is slippery. But it's uphill too. Nice.
Nicely done. Dropping it for your birdie. That's awesome. Okay.
I agree.
Gets you down to even par. Nice. Hole
I'll
number
take that.
13 coming up.
Okay, so hole 13, the longest hole in the course, so 560, I can definitely see that. A downslope landing on your approach shot should help provide extra yardage to reach the green, and 2, beware of the water surrounding the green as a bogey's real possibility if you hit offline. Aha! I like that. So it looks like landing in here in this area is going to be a real possibility. And with the wind, went a little right, but it's cleared over this first set of obstacles, which is what I wanted to do. I don't think I really care where it went, as long as it was past those. So with the wind, I can definitely club down. That better be bending. Okay, it is a little bit. Okay. Just got it on.
Wow, you hit that green in under regulation. You can sink the next putt. We'll be cooking with gas, I'll tell you.
Wow. That just died.
Footer from here to the cup.
Okay, that didn't run too far past, but
4 feet. Let's do this.
it killed my birdie.
Nice putt there.
Okay, so this is
And
supposed to be
that'll
a
keep you at even par.
par 4 14 coming up.
Okay,
It's
nice
supposed to be
hole here.
beautifully
Let's pop
crafted,
this in the fairway.
and you can definitely see the quality with the trees. That's down 31, so I don't think I can drive this. I can't. So let's really club down, play something nice and conservative. And even that wasn't conservative enough. This should roll off, and it does.
Ooh, no good.
Hopefully the wind will help get this there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Obviously I played a little too far to the right.
Good stuff. For the bird. Sweet.
Okay.
1 under for the round.
I think I was helped by a good bounce and an easy fairway. So this is going to start over the water here on 15. The description is another long par 3, this time over the water as we saw. Will bring higher scores into play. The sculpted greens will allow you to get creative with landing the ball in the proper spot. And this is 188. Oh, look at that. This is 182, meaning it's going to land closer to there. So loft down like 2. Aim a little right. Let the wind take it back left.
That's going to have to do something.
Yeah, going to have to bite. Too hard. Oh, never mind.
Yes.
So there's a nice birdie. That's luck, though.
2 under for the round.
Okay, this is progressing nicely. So we're at the 16th. This one looks fun, so I will continue the flyover and read the description. As we approach the stretch run, this medium-long par 4 brings a tall pine tree into your line of sight. There it is on the right. The demanding approach shot is to a green below your player. Be cautious of your yardage, as any balls going long will face going into the hazard. And that water is obviously a hazard. Doesn't look as bad around the pin though, but huge tree, no doubt about that.
That was amazing.
That still might hit the branches? No, it won't. Just under them.
Looking at around 175 yards to the pin.
So this is playing right about 170 with the wind. And I think going right at it is the best course. Ooh, but I knocked it a little right, and that's not going to help.
Looks like this is a beauty.
If it rolls, it's going to probably roll this way, which doesn't, yeah, really help me. That Q's hokey, he is a tricky guy.
This one's for birdie.
It's not going to come back, it's just going to die.
10-footer here. I think this can go. Oh, so close.
Just slipped.
Alright, let's take a look at the old scorecard here. 1 under for the round.
Okay, I'm in the position where I want to be. Alright, the description, this beautiful short par 4 leaves you with many options out to tee. The safe play is out to the right as mounds and water are calling on the left. Expect a pitch shot on your approach to a tabletop green mean demanding exact precision. Ooh, there are lots of bumps. So where does this bring me out there? Should I be scared? I don't know if I should be scared. I think risks are worth the reward here. It should clear it since that's so far below my feet, and it's barely gonna clear it. Although I think I might have just put a big tree in between me and the pin.
Good stuff.
Oh, just missing the tree. Play a safe pitch shot. Needs to. Oh, I kicked the wrong way. Weak. Weak, weak, weak. 4 yards. Time for the putter.
Whoa!
Oh! Okay, somebody would have pulled that pin if I was playing with people, so ridiculous.
And that'll keep you at 1 under for the round.
Alright, 1 under for the round. I'm happy with that so far. 18th hole.
In the clubhouse. Let's see what you can do here.
Alright, I'll let the flyover do its course. The signature hole at the Matterhorn Lodge involves a par 5 under 500 yards. Oh, a nice ML there. That's beautiful. The 200-foot elevation rise will make this barely reachable with the right wind, and of course of course 2 perfectly executed shots. The sideline hill on your second will make you have to determine the best leave for your third to earn a birdie on the last. So maybe a little proofreading needed there, but we won't tell nobody. I don't know. Do they have English classes at wherever you went to college? Come on. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking.
This is a beauty.
I just need this to stay right where it is. Okay, perfect. So still up 125 feet. Oh, big bounce, but it's gonna roll back down. That's okay. As long as it doesn't go too far, we're fine. And it's not. So okay, backspin, backspin. No backspin. On the green in 3
Alright,
though.
25-footer from here to the cup.
Okay. Gotta be very cautious. Okay, and that's gonna stay on the same tier though, so.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary. Solid.
And there's a par.
Well done.
Nice.
Well,
Alright, final round 70.
uh,
Absolutely love this course. Definite favorite.
great work.
I'm not surprised Q's Hokey does some great work. So that none of that surprises me. Love to maybe play it again sometime, unlike the last course where I was hopelessly mired way above par. This one was great. So let's see. For now, I think that's going to do it. Just to wrap up, we played 3 holes today, or 3 courses today, excuse me. Starting in order, we had Bass Rocks Golf Course, RCR again, I'm not sure what that RCR. Then we had the Washington Country Club. The first 2 were pretty easy. The middle one, the Washington Country Club, I think I was, what, like 6 under, probably more than that. 6 under 60, something like that. This one I end 1 under 70. Again, beautiful course. Definitely recommend you playing this one. The other one are pretty easy, so if you're a beginner, definitely check those out. So this has been another live stream from Caleb RW here on YouTube, MN Gamer 612 on Steam, so add me as a friend if you want. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I did post all the review links on the courses themselves, so you'll be able to see that and provide any feedback you have on my review, anything you'd like to see. But until next time, thanks YouTube, have a good night.